Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk to you about Sulphur Springs Season 2, Episode 3, No Time. Now this episode was much better than Episode 2. The whole time displacement freaking out thing was done a whole lot better than what it was in the other episode. One thing I've noticed about this new season is that the side characters are doing a whole lot more than the parents and stuff. The side characters being Topher and the twins. Topher is this season's having a lot to do this season. I don't really remember much about the Topher from first season, other than like he screamed, he spied on his sister, and he asked about like his dad. That's about it. Oh, and the twins talked to him, needed help about ghost type stuff. But yeah, other than that, like I don't remember much about him. So they gave him this one a whole lot more to do. Personality wise, it's still the same. So that's a good thing. I always hate when new actors come in replacing somebody and they act totally different. The good thing about the new Topher is that he acts just like the other one. So that's a good thing. And so yeah, it piggybacks off of the last episode. Both girls are stuck in different time periods and they are not happy at all about that. And so, like, Harper, she decides that she's going to send a message to the future. She's going to write a note and place it somewhere somebody can find. She places it right beneath the floorboard once you go down into the basement. How she thinks somebody will find that, Lord, I have no idea. But hey, it's a Disney Channel show. Just run with the roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And so like I said before, the whole time displacement freaking out thing done so much more better. Daisy is now really freaking out and stuff. So she has to go home by herself, and she's so worried because she don't know what to do and stuff or what to say. And so Griffin tells her, "Look, you'll be fine. Take this cell phone, and I'll talk to you via face chat." Now, how in the world he thinks she's supposed to learn how to use a cell phone, which she does, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, that was a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, they still looking for the crystal. They have no idea where it is. I don't even remember a crystal from season 1. So like when she's over there, she is just so out of place. She doesn't know what nothing is. She don't even know what a book bag is. You know what I'm saying? And so like her mom is telling her, "Okay, I want you to do this and do that and do this," and she's just kind of like she's repeating everything like Jennifer is saying, but in a very confused kind of way. When she tells her to tell Topher not to be goofing around on his laptop, she calls it a laugh top and everything. So her mom thinks there's something wrong with her, you know? And so, like, this is the one interesting thing we find out this season. Remember when I said they up the creepy factor? Not only they up that, but they up this the paranormal factor, the supernatural factor. So Griffin asks the mirror, "Where's the crystal?" And somebody says, "Home." So he thinks Grace is talking to them. I bet you anything it is Harper talking to him. Why she's only saying one word, who knows? But so he has no idea what that means and stuff. And so like he kind of starting to think maybe Topher has it because the twins don't have it, and that mean and only 2 people know about the whole time travel thing. So when Harper is home and she talking to her brother, she's all like, "Mom said you need to stop goofing around on the laptop," and he's all like, "Man, how does she always know what I'm doing?" And then this is what's so strange: the supernatural factor is in play now. Daisy says that, "Oh, it's just a female trait in our family. The women have the sight." I'm just like, what? She's all like, "Yeah, we see visions and stuff." I'm like, no, don't go there. Please don't go there. But they go there. I'll put a pin in that for now. And so Topher is watching a like some kind of weird old school sci-fi like movie, right? It freaks him out. What freaks him out even more is that he puts the crystal in his bag. The bag is now shaking and glowing. He gets so freaked out, he runs out at night. There's a lightning storm. He's like, oh, this is so scary. I'm freaked out. I need to get rid of this crystal, something like that. And so he trips and falls. And then he looks up at the lightning and he screams for some bizarre reason. We don't know what he's screaming at because then it cuts to black in the next episode. So let's get into some other characters, shall we? Um, the twins are still trying to like talk to the ghost. They're always in their own side adventure, but their side adventure helps us, the viewer, know a little bit more about what's going on. Um, the mother is starting to get more freaked out about this whole paranormal stuff. She does not want the kids in the basement whatsoever. The parents are barely doing anything this season, which is kind of odd. Um, and so now, Daisy, she has to cook food for what's his name, but she doesn't know what nothing in the kitchen is or how to use it. I like this. I like this a lot. This is what episode 2 should have been about. She should like not know what nothing is. So she's on the cell phone with Griffin. I still don't know how she know how to work it, but she does. And he tells her, "Oh, it should be easy. You know what a stove is. This is what a refrigerator looks like. Just find something and start cooking it." So she cooks. How does she cook? She cooked cream chicken and toast and everything. And so that's pretty much the end of like what's going on with her, and also what's going on with Griffin, and also Topher. Now let's get into um what's their name? Savannah and Harper. So Savannah, she is still curious about that like secret compartment. So now she is spying on Sam, older Sam, and she has a 1960 camera taking a picture of him, just spying on him, right? It's a Polaroid, so it develops instantly. And I've never seen a camera from 1960. It is quite unique. I tell you that right here, right now. But the bellhop dude sees her spying. He wants the picture that she took. Well, she took two, so she gives him one. And so she writes a note as well. And she's going to leave it for Griffin. This is what's kind of weird. It's a little bit of plot armor. I don't like plot armor. When she goes down to the basement, remember when I said Harper left a note under the floorboard? She goes to that same exact floorboard. And it's just kind of like, how do they both know to go to that same exact one? You know what I'm saying? And so she sees the note from Harper. She has no idea at that time Harper was trapped in 1930s, but now she does. So she writes a note to Griffin and everything. And she leaves in the floorboard. Now Griffin somehow found out about the note because the floorboard started to glow. What is going on, man? This never happened last season. And so he reads both notes and now he knows it's Sam. He tells Daisy, and he's all like, your brother's all into H.T. Wells and time travel and this and that. And so he must have built the time travel thingy and all this other stuff. So like um let's see. Now with Harper, she finds out about the site. See, let's unpin this now. She is upset that she's stuck back in time. She's by that lake, the one that Grace, the ghost, was at. She puts her hand in the water and she starts to see visions of like fire in the room. I'm like, okay, this is why I don't know if I like that. I don't like the idea of premonitions and seeing into the future. That's just a little too hokey for me. I liked it better in season 1 where it was this girl who disappeared in this time travel thing. I liked it when they kept it simple. Now they're starting to go into more of that Nancy Drew territory and stuff, and they're really going out there with magic now. And I'm just like, scientific time travel, I can buy. All this magic stuff, I don't want to buy. But hey, whatever. It's entertaining, so I'll roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? And so she talks to Sam, and he's all like, are we going to stick to the plan? And the plan is I go off into outer space, and you stay here with the farm and all this other stuff. So, then he tells her about because she cooked soup, and then she burnt it. Um, And so he tells her about the whole sight thing because she said she had a vision of a fire in the room. And he tells her that his mom told him about that stuff. And he said that if you're having premonitions, which she technically shouldn't because it's supposed to skip a generation. Um, so, but it makes sense and everything for her to have it. But he tells her straight up, if you're having these visions, mom said that these premonition visions are never good. They're always bad. So it's really upping that suspense factor. So that's a real good thing. And so yeah, um, I already told you about the whole thing with Topher and the lightning and the stone and the crystal and everything. So can't wait to like the next episode. So like I said before, this episode was a whole lot better in terms of the dialogue and Daisy just like freaking out and everything. That's what she should have did in the second episode, but didn't. And so the actress actually sold it this time, so that was a good thing. I don't know why they didn't write it like that for the second episode, but Savannah, for the most part, is not having that much to do this season because she, of course, is in 1960. I will say, I do kind of miss the 1990s vibe of the camp and the younger Jennifer and Griffin's dad and that whole thing. But this whole mystery of the past is very interesting. One thing that was really interesting is that when Harper had to cook food, she needed milk and they ran out. So she had to get goat's milk from the goat because they live on a farm. I had never ever had goat milk before, and I never ever will. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.